Hey everybody, welcome to Kick It with Kelsey and saving the best for last if you've been watching the series of menstrual cycle mastery and flowing with your flow. Otherwise, if you're just popping on my page, welcome. Subscribe below, check out what's available in the description that I'll mention along the way. And you're catching how to exercise and treat your body while menstruating. So it's really not what you think. I mean, this is such an amazing part of the cycle. This is what we think is the beginning of womanhood, of the menstrual cycle. When you get your period, that is usually indicated as the start of the menstrual cycle. And if you've watched the other videos, that's really not necessarily the case. It is obviously the biggest sign of where you are in your cycle, the most obvious sign of what's going on. But really, we have to have this pre-ovulation and releasing of the first egg before we ever actually menstruate. So really, there's a lot of other stuff of hormones that are happening in a young woman's body before she gets her period. But a lot of the times, the period, is what we indicate as the start of the cycle. So it's really up to you on how you want to view it. It's a lot easier to track knowing the sign of your menstruating versus the other signs and symptoms that we will learn and I'll teach you along the way, and that you can learn through tracking your cycle and signs and symptoms that come with each week. So when you are menstruating, the hormones that are going on are flatlined. It's amazing. So the hormones are such an amazing thing because they have a delay. So our nervous system has that automatic fight or flight or freeze response. And hormones really have a delay depending on what hormones they are. You know, stress hormones, elongated stress can really affect your body months later. However, the menstrual cycle hormones change so rapidly, but they really do have kind of this, couple day delay. So that's why even though the hormones are totally flat on the day that you get your menstrual cycle, which I'll talk about in just a few seconds of how we can work with those. But when we get our menstrual cycle, when we are menstruating, we get so tired. We just want to lay down and rest, get the heating pad, curl up in a ball, cry, whatever it is. That might be the week before. Everybody is a little bit different, but still on the day that you get your period, let your body rest if that's what you need. However, it really should only be about 1, 2, maybe 3 days of that week, of that 5 to 7, maybe 8-day week, depending on how long your cycle is, to really rest. But then as soon as you're feeling a little bit better is the time to go at it. Start crushing the motivation, the goals, the plan that you have in place. And link is in the description if you want help with a personalized plan on how to build strength, endurance, fitness, all around health with your menstrual cycle. It's much different than this whole linear approach that is really common in the fitness industry. So join me, reach out to me to Flow with Your Flow for a more personalized program in the description. So at this time, after you are resting, go do those high intense, those power lifts, those high, crushing your PR weight goals, and get after it. This is such an important part because the hormones are just resting. Nothing's going on yet. There's no triggers with progesterone or estrogen. Our estrogen levels are low. Yes, estrogen helps us, have stronger bones and all the other effects that you'll hear in the pre-ovulation in the follicular video. I'll drop the link to that and you can subscribe and watch that video too of all the other weeks and the phases. But estrogen has its own benefits, but there's also benefits to this week of menstruating when nothing technically is going on compared to the rest of the weeks of your menstrual cycle. So really utilizing this week in your fitness goals is going to be awesome. I mean, your energy is going to come once you just start to make that simple mind shift of you don't need to waste 5 to 7 days of feeling bad like you've lost track of your motivation, your goals, your plan, whatever it is. Go after it and reach out if you want any questions. Join my private Flow with Your Flow Facebook group to join the community of conversations, accountability, teachings, more fun stuff just to keep you on track with what you're doing. So I hope this quick little lesson was totally inspiring for you to get going and just listen to your body the best. But there's no need, if you're already being healthy and fit and you have been working out for, more than 3 months is really just the start. So if you have been consistently active, so at least, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, or 4 45-minute workouts, or 3-hour-long workouts, whatever that time, if you have been consistently exercising for 3 months, then your body is not losing a whole bunch of track and goals in that period of time. So you don't have to warm your body back up into exercising. Yes, warm up before your workouts, but you don't need to spend that whole week stretching, going on light walks. No, start to do your warm-ups, get your body moving, but then lift the heavy weights, do the HIIT training, do the plyometrics, do that stuff that's going to be really challenging on your body. Your body has a better recovery time, a better reaction, and time response, and your muscles are ready to fire. So go after it, and thanks for kicking it with Kelsey, and see you next time.